gosh, 41 degrees standing out here in Houston, Texas. Here at the Toyota Center, Project 50,000. Out here, Mr. Keith Smith, Mr. Ashton Terry, mother, of course, and our leader, Miss Aretha Santos. And we're standing out here and we're freezing our butts off. As you know that dress shoes are not a good insulator of heat at all. So 10 pairs of socks are needed for tomorrow if we're gonna do this again. But yep, here we are making history here at the Toyota Center in Houston, Texas. Okay, this is the line, all right? It goes like, yeah, it's just way too long. And you know what? You're able to get frostbite by the time you get right up here. And already it'll be too late. We're just gonna cut off her feet by the time I get to Florida.
Some debtors, some creditors calling me. That's what I remember. And that's when I said, is it worth it to keep my ego outperforming my wallet? Or will I surrender my will? Surrender, give up, submit, give it away, give it back to secure my wealth. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Mr. Ed Hartley in Atlanta, the very first Project 50,000 in Atlanta. And I remember the story that Mr. Hartley had about his, his construction business that he owned, electrical business, and how he was challenged with some of the economic conditions that he had no control over. Well, that's similar to my story and my wife's story. My background is in construction as well, too, in concrete construction and the oil and gas business. So, I'm from Canada. My name is Steve Martin. My wife's name is Rhonda Martin. And we are one of the first founding members of Organo Gold. So we started the business way back in June 2008, when really there was nothing OG had to offer other than the idea that we were going to be able to change people's lives one cup at a time. The problem was for us is that we didn't drink coffee. Number one. Number two was that we had no idea what this business model was about of network marketing. We didn't know what that business model was about. All right? We had no experience in that type of thing before because our experience had always been in what we call single level. Right? We were single level earners, meaning that we had a job. Right? We owned our job, but we had a cap. We had a ceiling on how much we were allowed to make because we traded our time for money. And I think everybody does that. Even in network marketing, we trade our time for money. But in network marketing, it allows us to make multiple levels of income. So what we looked at was this, and maybe you can understand what I'm talking about. Maybe you're here for the first time. Maybe you've been here or in the industry for a long time. But what's more, one level or multiple levels? Right, so that would mean potentially that we could make more money as long as we were able to help more people do the same as we were going to do. That people do multiple times a day, and they're not going to stop whether you offer them a free cup or not. That's the key, right? So they're going to do it anyway. They're going to spend money every day anyway buying coffee. So that's what my topic is today. I want to talk a little bit about quickly give you a little bit of information on what we found to be effective in our business with finding customers and new distributors. Because my background for 30 years was in traditional business, as I said, and my background had to do with investing millions of dollars, thousands of hours with hundreds of people for a very small margin. That was my business model. That's like a lot of business models out there, but see, I understood at that time that as long as I risk that and I work really long and hard, there might be something left at the end of the day for me. Just ask Ed Hartley how that worked out for me. All right? So by the age of 35, my wife and myself, we had retired and we had enough money put away to do whatever we wanted, wherever we wanted. At that time, we had no kids. Okay, we had no family. Little ones running around. We've been married at that time for 15 years. It's been 22 years now. Been married. I met my wife when we were 15 years old. And from that point on, I really didn't know she was going to be the one, but she did. No, I thank God every day for her, of course, because that's really the strength. That's my strength, is my family, as I'm sure it is with most of you here today. So it was actually her who said yes to the business, because me, I was stuck in a single level business as those results. Because you know what? A lot of people in the world believe that believing, seeing is believing. They got to see it first, right? Like, okay, yeah, you do that thing. When it happens, call me, right? But see, in Organo Gold, the key to your success is believing is seeing. That's the difference, guys, because you got to believe that you can achieve anything you want in this business and in life. But it's through your thoughts, right? And your habits. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that, because your habits create your results. Would you not agree? Everybody here today made a decision to be here today, correct? And you paid a price. You got out of bed. Some people flew 30, 40 hours. Some people drove 30, 40 hours. Some people drove 10, 15 minutes and couldn't make it to the presentation. That's okay. They're not ready for what we have to bring them yet. All right? But when we're talking about our business, what I realized about this business model is that it's just simply a franchise. And in most business franchises, what you'll find is it takes a lot of capital to get started. You need a lot of money to start a business. So all we do is offer a system for you to create additional income from your home, usually online or on the phone, in between what you're doing every day anyway, and all we're doing is offering a free sample of coffee. See, I truly believe that OG is the Facebook of network marketing. It is. Why is Facebook so popular? Why is Facebook so popular? Why? It's free. How many people here do not enjoy getting something for nothing that already has a perceived value? If there's no strings attached. All right? So when you're looking to develop your business, I would say, number one, you got to get started, right? We're talking about that. Get started. Right? If you believe that you can achieve this business by following other people's results right now, because there's a lot of results you can follow. There's a lot of examples of amazing leadership like Mr. Ed Hartley. The next people that I'm going to be bringing up, I'm going to talk a little bit about them later. Amazing people who are just like you and me. They don't have exceptional skills in network marketing, or they're not trainers. They're not. They haven't had tremendous success. Most people have never had any success in this business, or have never been in this type of business. That's what's so beautiful about this, is that this business it's the people's business.
Good how they had everybody just rotate.
Yeah. Boy, was it neat, yeah. Not just me, she was so needy when she did the thing with me. Never missing a beat, yeah.
All right.
Boy, was it neat, yeah. The girl's a freak, the girl never misses a beat, yeah. It didn't work, no. It wasn't fucking no war. yourself, not walking by yourself. Not walking by yourself.
He gonna knock us down, boy. He gonna knock us down.